Also, only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you like my videos, please subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later if you want to. Enjoy the video. So this video is called I made $631,000 a week exporting oil in cities. Skylines. This video is by Kibitz. And based on the last episode that we just watched together, I really can't wait to see what he's going to end up doing. As in the last episode, traffic for his oil stuff was awful. So, and he wasn't even afraid of saying it. So, let's just watch this video together and see what he does.
Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to City Skylines, where last time we added in some ports, planes, and some downright demonic spaghetti junctions. Also that we could try to help the traffic in our oil area. But guess what? None of it worked. None of it worked.
None of it
worked.
worked.
Traffic out the wazoo, everywhere. And you know what? I've done enough. I've done enough. This whole road layout that I built here isn't working. I give up. Thus, we are doing it again. So remember to leave a like and also maybe grab an umbrella because I have a feeling we're gonna be seeing some hail pretty soon. Yeah, it's just such a weird thing in this world. Like, it's always sunny and happy, and then suddenly the weather just strikes so violently and conveniently in locations we want it to. Don't know what it is. Oh, speaking of.
Uh-oh.
Where's the traffic now? Oh, it's flying!
He's so evil. Oh my god.
It's over. Oh, it's over. No more traffic. No more oil field. We're finally free of this horrifying mess. And now the healing can finally begin. Alright, well, this all didn't work out, so let's delete it. And now we can start anew in Phoenix Fields Industries. Felt like an appropriate name. Well, last time what happened was all the vehicles would enter through this one highway interchange. They'd go into here, everything would get completely confused because we had our extraction buildings in the middle, then they'd try to go to the right to processing buildings, and the left for processing buildings to make the oil into plastic and to crude oil.
Right.
And at the end of the day, everything went down this way to the trains. And the critical error with this whole entire endeavor was that all of the vehicles that went to the trains here, and to the planes, and really anywhere else, most of them just wanted to get back to their industry building. So for example, right, we'd have a oil extraction place, like a little oil well here, and it would have a truck. They would be like, hey, I want to sell my oil to the open market. So a truck would go from here, go to here, and then it would want to go home. But I didn't set everything up correctly, so instead what the truck had to do was it had to go over here, over this way, to the main city highway, through this junction again, where all the other oil industry vehicles were going, and then it all got cluster booped into here. So we're not going to make that mistake again. And the big deal this time is we're going to build a dedicated highway system just for the oil stuff. There'll be a highway that goes way over this way, up this little hill here, down over this way, and eventually to the trains. Then there'll be another highway that will take the vehicles back from the train stations. Come on. Over back into the industry area. And then everybody can go back home all nice and happily. Easy. Finally, this highway can connect to this other highway. So traffic from outside of the city or maybe from the ports or wherever else can just enter this area. So all this gotta go. Goodbye. And we'll add in a giant highway interchange here. Yes, like this one. Ah, this looks so nice, but old designs. But even though it's beautiful, it was broken. Has to be replaced, and this will do a lot better. And now finally, the biggest thing is going to be connecting up this highway in the middle to like every square inch of this space. Like inside here, this is all oil industry area. So this highway will connect up to it all. Even highway roundabouts, like this crazy thing. Look at that. Isn't that a crazy? Here we go. So vehicles can leave, and Yeah, they can enter our area through that way. Then they can go around this roundabout, go up here, and over to the train stations. And we'll have a few
That
things
thing looks
like
absolutely
this.
insane.
And of course, we'll build everything nice and neatly. It's not going to be just the temporary stuff. So, got to work. Now we have this highway going over this way. Again, it goes over to the train station area. I got a couple roundabouts just for vehicles to kind of get off of here, go over to there. And then mainly it's from the train stations back into the district. So all of the train traffic will end up coming to this horrifying thing. And it'll be able to go over to the plains. The vehicles could go to the main highway from there. They could take this quick little detour out to this area of the oil field, or they could head onto the main highway and get out there, in the center here, and over here. There's even a way back in. So it's a good start. It's kind of like the general idea. And for the highways that already existed over here, they kind of just provide extra entrances. I don't think this and that will be used too much, but hey, better to have them in than not. And generally speaking, that is the big new design. It's just having this core highway in for the oil people. Then aside from that, we're going to have a bunch of main roads going everywhere too. And we're going to do things drastically different this time. Instead of having the oil extractors here and the production buildings to the right and left, we're going to mix it all together. So there's going to be oil extraction buildings here and the processing buildings kind of next door. Because another problem was, some of the trucks that had the oil here wanted to take the oil to the trains or something like that. And then another half of them just wanted to take the oil to be produced into something more advanced, like plastic here. So if we have these buildings close together, then this vehicle just has to go boop to here and then boops home. And it doesn't clog up like our highways and all of the other roads too. So we'll kind of...
That's a good point. That's a very good point. You know, whenever I build my industries, that's something that I don't really think about. I just think about, okay, so we need a bunch of extraction, and then you need a lot of processing. I don't really think of, they need to take oil from the extraction to the processing, and, you know, it's better to try to make that as efficiently as possible. You know, and if they only need a short trip, then if you can make it only a short trip, then why don't you make it a short trip from processing or extraction to processing? You know,
kind of be building
makes a lot of sense.
Super blocks of industry. So this will be the main like road system, and inside we'll have like blocks and stuff. So something like this. And we'll fill this with extraction buildings and production buildings. The only problem with that, though, is that we're going to be placing industry buildings on top of the oil resource here.
Yeah, that's another issue.
We could just have the industry buildings off to, like, the left and the right, which was our initial idea. But, like, look at all this oil. Look at all this oil. Like, come on. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Okay. Probably, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, the roadwork's been going well, though. Added in a couple more things. It's kind of like a logic puzzle, just trying to add in roundabouts. Trying to get these main super blocks built with, roundabouts everywhere. Corkscrews to get to the highways, and just downright madness everywhere. But I'm trying to make it very, very efficient. Wherever there can be, like, a ton of traffic, or at least where there's big roads connecting, I try to have a roundabout. So we might have some problems like here or there, but I'll see how it goes. At this point, though, we can start adding in the production blocks. So we don't want a lot of roads. We don't want a lot of intersections. So what we'll kind of do is build road systems like this. Fill this thing up with a bunch of production. Have one little road out like this. So there's only one intersection on that stretch. Similar thing over here. And this is kind of how the puzzle's gonna work out. Just intersections far apart. Everything will end up connecting to each other. And then once we actually start placing in buildings, then we can adjust the size on things and stop making things look like a creepy face. Instead, it's gonna look like
oh my gosh,
on things and stop.
And that actually does look like a face. Oh my gosh, eye, and mouth. Oh my gosh.
Making things look like a creepy face.
That's pretty crazy.
Instead, it's gonna look like a really trippy circuit board, kind of. But the logic all applies. It's like you have the main roads, some intersections here or there, but not a lot. And you have most of your intersections inside the blocks. Yeah, that can work. And then what can also help a lot to avoid vehicles using intersections is having bridges everywhere. Just super random, weird bridges. So we go up like this, there, and then this would go down to there. And stuff like that. So if we have an extraction, the vehicle tries to get over here, it doesn't have to occupy the main road. And especially take like a left turn. Left turns are the worst. Not work so often. Yeah, it's looking good though. Looking interesting.
Yeah.
Do that.
Left turns are the worst because you have to cross the... You have to cross traffic basically in order to even complete that turn. So left turns are the turns that if you have too many of them, you know, like if you have too many intersections coming to where they have to make a left turn, no, it's not going to work because traffic is just going to pile up, you know. That's why whenever I have traffic issues, I like to redirect traffic onto where they would have to, where whenever I connect up the road, yes, they would still turn left, but it's not onto like a lane where they have to cross traffic. They can just, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about like one-way roads that they're going onto. You know what I mean? So.
With the rest of the district now. And that'll bring us to the fun part. Actually filling this area out and seeing if it actually works. Or if we're gonna deal with the disaster we were met with last time. I give it like a 50-50 chance. Actually no. There will be problems. 100% chance. I'm saying 50-50 chance we can fix those problems. Okay, so let's add in a bunch of these bad boys. Many pumps. All over the place. I want the oil, the black gold. Give it to
The
me.
black gold.
I suppose we'll start with a small test chunk here. We'll add in some factories around it and some extra processing buildings. I'm just really curious to see what will happen. And some more processing over here. It's always good to have a trunk of storage. Oh yeah, yes, that. That. We'll have some underground storage as well. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay,
No,
and
not too
power, water, it's good to go. Now money printer, go fur. Now we have 20 million bucks to test this out and see if it works. So hopefully it does. That's just like services, yeah, pretty much. Any trucks? Any oil? Where are all these vehicles coming from? Out of district? Looks like it. Just want to use the true. But you guys, oh, hey. You wanted oil, Kibs? Well, there you go. You got it, bud. The party begins.
Well, there it
Let's
goes.
get more oil. As things get started, there's going to be a ton of traffic. It's to be expected. It's just when these industry storage buildings get filled up, there's just so much. And we leveled up. Nice. Okay, let's just keep adding these in. What could possibly go wrong? Hopefully something goes wrong. We're trying to do a bit of a stress test here. Okay. So far, not good. But hey, level 3 industry area, not like it matters. This is near disastrous, though. What you guys up to? You guys all good? Yes? No? What if we had another road over here? Huh? Thoughts? Is that better? Maybe I grouped together too many of these buildings. Maybe they should be more spread out. Or maybe we can just wait a bit and our problem will be solved. That plan worked last time, right? Yeah, let's do it again. Let's just add in more. Oh, wow, and color me surprised, but this is kind of working. Like, all the trucks will spawn, and they do their thing, but they kind of dissipate pretty quick now that these are relatively full. I added in a new storage building here, so they're all trying to go there to fill it up. That's working out pretty well. Most of the trucks are just staying in this little area. It's not even going over to the trains yet. Interesting. Very interesting. But I think I'll watch this and tinker with things a little bit here and there. Oh, whoops, I lied. By a little tinkering, I meant all of the tinkering. I completely redid everything. I'll have to push it over a bit and use this highway thing a little bit more. Yeah, lot more oil wells, lot more pumps. And you know, it worked
it seems to be working
before.
pretty
Why
well.
wouldn't it work again, right? Exactly. Let's do it again. Like, we're already hemorrhaging like $40,000 a week, and we've already lost $2 million, but hey, you know, we're having fun. Smile. And I'm sure all this traffic will just clear up magically again. Or maybe it won't, because there are definitely a significant amount more trucks in the area, and none of them seem to be moving, especially over here. It's kind of spooking me out. This is kind of unholy. And according to the traffic flows chart, things aren't looking good. Oh my gosh, no. Not this again.
Uh-oh.
Vehicles are phasing through each other. The laws of physics are not being observed. You know what? You know what? You know what? This is a disaster. Again, is the weather coming? How's the sky? Seems clear, maybe for now. But no, I have a bit of a radical idea. What if we're extracting too much oil? You know? What if we spread out the extractor buildings a lot more? Because they're always the problem. Every single time they've been the problem. So let's get rid of half. Heck, even more than half. And instead, we're gonna go with a new philosophy. Instead of filling up
Less is
every
more.
square inch of space with extraction buildings, I want to try and balance our area here. So you see, we are making 133 barrels of oil, right? Which becomes petroleum and plastic. And then if your oil production doesn't meet your petroleum and plastic like consumption, stuff gets imported. The only reason stuff has been imported right now is because we just got started again. So that number will go to 0 because we have 151 barrels, 89 plus 6, what? Well, now it's 165, and we have 209 barrels. You see, this is what I see as a problem. Is whenever we have to sell oil as an output itself, that is the problem. Doesn't make as much money, and it clogs up traffic. Like, look at this. Petroleum, output, 16 barrels, 4,800. Oil, output, 104 barrels, less than the 16 barrels. So much better to actually make the products. And oh my gosh, that was 100% the right idea.
Yep.
I redid a ton of stuff. Got rid of these little pumps, started adding in these like larger pumps, and expanded a bit. And I just kept to that principle of using up all of the oil we're producing to make like the better products. And look at the traffic. It's amazing. Sure, it's backed up a little bit here and there, but like overall, that's not bad. That's great. Like night and day compared to what we had before. Is traffic gonna scream at me? Little bit. It's not angry, but it's an industry area. It's always gonna be a little angry, right? That's not bad. We can accept these numbers. And speaking of numbers, profit up to almost 200,000 again. Pretty much at $20 million again. Yes,
That's
over
good.
200,000. Let's go. 220. Okay, 230. Okay, that's pretty nice. Doing pretty well. How are the trains doing? A lot more traffic is going over that way. Oh no! No! Wait, what? The trains are fine. Well, there's like a little line up here. What's all this about? Oh, this is going... Okay, this is a bypass road that goes all the way to the cargo plane airport? Why is it so busy? Why did everybody decide that this was the way now? Do you not see all of the chew? Look at this.
There's a ton of trains
Very weird. But it's working so well. Like, everything's working well except for over here now. I didn't want to have to do this, guys. I really didn't. But I think I'm gonna fiddle with this. The lane connector tool, it's so tedious, but essentially it's a mod and it allows us to do stuff like this. We can choose which lanes the vehicles have to be in to take turnoffs. So if they're on this highway, they'll have to be in the rightmost lane to go to this exit. And then they have to be in the other two lanes to keep going forward. There we go. Because what's happening really here is a lot of this traffic in this huge lineup isn't actually trying to go to the airport. It's just taking that one lane and it doesn't want to use any others. And it's just really annoying. As you can already see, like, look, all these guys just wanted to go to the train, not the airport. And off they go. They're going off to the trains. So, yeah, if I run into problems like this again, and I'm sure I will, just click on this, and then I'll do the lanes all manually, and then it'll be blah, 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 and I don't want to, but at the end of the day, it has to be done. Like, the vehicles, they aren't too big-brained. So I will be the brain for them. And just look at the results too. Like all the traffic is just suddenly, it's gone. It's just completely being wiped out just by that one little change. That's the way. The traffic over here is still like really good.
Yeah, it's a lot more
money, you know, it's hovering around places, but I still have to balance things out better. I have to balance things out a lot better. What are we doing exporting that much oil still? How is this working if we're exporting that much oil? Oh my gosh, okay, so we gotta spam up all of the industry buildings, as many as we can. There should absolutely not be that much oil being exported, that is ridiculous. So I will continue to kind of work through and fill out these blocks, adding in all of the post-processing plants I can. Then we'll see some real money. Hopefully hit that 500,000 per week number that we've been aiming for so long. So another huge expansion. This was big. Added in so many more buildings. Trying to keep things balanced. Adding in the auxiliary buildings, which buff the district, and just a lot more. And it keeps working to a point. Now we're having a few growing pains. So at this point, how I'm just gonna progress is like I'm gonna spot a problem, like this one right here. And I'm just gonna have to spot fix stuff when I see it. So I see all this is working relatively fine, so I'll leave it. Then over here, kind of just have to see what's going on, or try to understand what's going on. And what's going on is I bet all of these vehicles are trying to go this way, and they're going across the road, and up the highway. Okay, well if these vehicles over here are crossing a big road to get to the highway, why don't we build another highway entrance? Radical idea, I know. Boom. Bop. Look at them go. That'll make them happy, right? Smile. No more crossing the big intersection, please. Right? Aha. There we go. There we go. Took him a second to learn, but hey. That helped out a lot. Oh, where's the traffic here now? What are you doing? Oh, you're going over that way. Fair enough. A lot of traffic going this way now, though. And yeah, we're going to be using this tool even more. We're going to be changing intersections. So these are like yield signs, so it's not a stop sign anymore, and that both the vehicles can kind of move through. So yield, and that should help a bit more. Anyway, it's gonna be a lot of this for many hours, just trying to solve every single problem in the world. But hey, we're making 200,000 again, and we don't have to worry about going through all of our money, so we're not at risk of like bankruptcy or something like that. Oh boy, so many hours later, things continue to expand. The factory must grow. Money-wise, hey, is that 300K? You better believe it. We're making so much money. Yeah. How is our... Oh, I can... Jeez, it is so difficult for me to balance things out here. Why do we continue to export this stuff? I don't know. Well, I'm trying my best. I'm building so many processing facilities, but it's just not enough. It is crazy how much the extractors, like, extract. It's like a... I don't know the exact numbers, but it's like... Jeez. It feels like one extractor building to, like, 4 big processing plants. Crazy.
What if that's actually it?
What is going on with the traffic here? Of course, fixed everything up again, or at least attempted to. Why? Airport? I don't trust you, airport. Is this all caused because of the airport? Wait a second. In between saves, did I actually... dang it. I forgot to actually save this part. Whoops. Okay. Just gotta quickly redo a bunch of this kind of stuff. Or actually, wait a second. What if we... didn't do that? What if we applied what we've learned today? Instead of forcing the entire district, which is literally the size of our main city, oh my gosh, instead of forcing the entire district to one area, why don't we let people go to 2 areas? Let's add in another train station. So we have the one over here, right? Let's add one over here. We already have this interchange. All we gotta do is replace this one with like the little star here, or whatever. And there we go. Okay. Yeah. With this train area, let's just add in a ton. 7. Nah. Yeah, 5 to 7. Just keep adding them down row by row. And we'll make, like, interchanges for the trains. And it'll pretty much look exactly like this, where all the train tracks will eventually combine into one line. La-di-da-di-da. Oh, I lied. This looks so much better. Oh, it's such a neat design. Almost like a flag or a leaf. Kind of ironic. Anyway, added in a star interchange here, so it connects to this one. All the vehicles can go to this place. Then there's another giant highway interchange, so people can go wherever they want. Specifically to this highway, which leads back into the district, so they can go home. Will this work? The big question. The question of ages. Well, it is definitely attracting some attention from the locals, I can tell you that much. Holy. That's a lot of truck, a lot of beep beep. Soon there's going to be a lot of chew. How is the other train station looking? Awful. But this is probably because everything's backed up. You know what? I'm doing it. We have $30 million. I'm hitting the button. I usually don't like to hit the button because then all of the products that were in our world and were to be sold are just deleted. So we lose just a ton of money. But come on, like $30 million? Negative $200,000? Yeah, it's a couple bucks. Negative $240,000. Yeah, that's a costly button. But now we get to see the whole system start from scratch, and it looks like we're going back up now. Kind of, a little bit. Alright. Lot of traffic going over to the other train station. Fantastic. This one's still getting a lot of traffic.
Most of the traffic is going to this one. Why are they only going to one? That's crazy.
Going over to the other train station. Fantastic. This one's still getting a lot of traffic too. A lot of vehicles like to go to that plain area though. That's fine. Traffic in here, of course, is going to be a little crazy. No biggie. These are power plants, by the way. All these oil buildings take up the juice. What's going on over here? What? Oh, vehicles. I thought I did all this stuff. Did I not? I did not. Okay. I gotta do some of the lane shenanigans here, so all of the vehicles don't get clogged up in one lane, but that'll be fine. And there's no water here. Kibs, come on. How many things have you set up in this world? All of them? Forgets water constantly. That's okay. Wow, even that helped out a lot. Traffic is flowing now. Wonderful! It's gonna take a minute. Over here, things are going a little crazy, but I can tinker with things, and we might be okay. Up in the positives again. 100,000 profit. 120,000, 140,000, 160,000, 170,000. Oh man, I could watch this number all day. 200, 230, 250, 280, 330. It's like exponentially growing. 369. Are we gonna hit 400,000 a week? Oh my gosh, it won't stop. 420, 400, and really, we kind of evened out at around 420, 430,000, 445. Oh no, we're going up, baby. Stocks go up. 460, 470. Come on, let's hit 500. 489. Oh my god.
And their henny's still going up.
Over $500,000 per week, brother. Let's go.
The way
oh my god, 580. Are we gonna get 600,000? 595, 598. Come on. Don't tease me. Give me the money. Come on. 600,000. It's dropping again. Dang it. Okay, we're getting that 600,000. We're too close. The traffic's all backed up again. Let me guess. I actually don't know why. I'm gonna do a little bit more tinkering. I'm sure we can get it to 600. I'm gonna just expand this out the wazoo. Heck, we might even get 700,000. Just you wait. The sky's the limit now. Quite literally, because I added in another cargo airport over here, along with a bunch more train stations. So now there's a cargo airport over here, and there's the one over here, which is now open again. And now the traffic should be split up between the two. And we can ship out money even faster. All right, and we're back to 500,000 per week again. Come on. Give me $100,000 more. That's it. Is that much to ask? Just a cool $100,000 a week? Come on, let's do it. 526,
a small loan of $1 million,
525.
you know?
Even with our train optimizations, they're all getting backed up. There's too much money on those rails. Oh, don't go down. I believe. 516. There we go. 537. 554. 568. We're doing it. No, come on. Trains, get out of the map. Come on. 572. 580. We're so close. 581. No, let's go down again. Dude, this is exhilarating. We have to. I believe. 580. 623,000. Oh my gosh. We've done it. We've broke the $600,000 a week.
Oh my gosh. 631. There we go.
I would consider ourselves quite wealthy now. What a resounding success this district is now. And where are we at? 256 barrels of oil output. Good enough.
I also had some fish and
1,200
chips.
tons of plastic. 1,500 barrels of petroleum. $736,000 in profit in this one district. Oh my gosh! Everything ended up working out. I'm so happy. And we haven't even gotten to our main factory area. Because the real moneymaker isn't just to sell the petroleum or plastic. No, it's to combine those things in unique factories to make luxury goods. Now that we have all the oil, ores, forests, and food, we're ready to start on this city's mega factory district, which I've been planning this entire playthrough. However, though, that is gonna be all for now, so again, remember to leave a like if you enjoyed. But anyway, have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.
Right, that was a great video. I always like seeing his videos. Very entertaining, and I really can't wait to react to his other videos in this series.